Beaumont United taking on the Jasper Bulldogs. We looked at this one, and it's a big game for these two teams.
Yep.
And as you talk about those pre-district matchups and how much they can mean going into district play.
Well, I mean, you got two different teams on two different sides of the spectrum right here. BU surprising 2-1 on a roll right now. Jasper has some young guys out there, but they're still trying to build on the season. This should be an interesting game, though.
This is a huge game. A great opportunity for both teams to really kind of highlight some of those things that they've been working on all year. And then, of course, you know, you have still a few more games to go, but great matchup for them to start out with to get things going. But let's go ahead and jump into those highlights. These two teams ready to rock and roll the same way I was walking out here ready to do this show, man. I am excited to be here. See the teams taking the field. Jasper is a beautiful place, and they play fierce football out there. And like I said many times before, this place is essentially just a legacy type deal. We got Beaumont United touchdown pass here, Race Deschâtel to the running back.
Darian Anderson.
You'll see it here. Look at this. Great play outside. A great move. Oh my goodness, what a great move. Shake him up a little bit. Darian Anderson, who takes it into the end zone. And what a great job right there. But then we see that Deschâtel was picked off on the deep pass by the Jasper cornerback here. And just a tough play right there. But we know that they can have that. Oh, my goodness. I wasn't even ready. That was incredible. Well, that spectacular hurdle out of nowhere. That was Peyton Brooks. And then the Jasper quarterback, Major Armstrong, he is picked off by Jeremy Campbell, bringing in an acrobatic interception there. And, of course, the handoff going to the outside, bouncing it in, and into the end zone goes Anderson again for the touchdown. And this one, it's wrapped up.
Oh, wow.
It is wrapped up. So it is 14-0 for the final. Just went final. Okay, just first thoughts. What do you think about that?
I think it moves BU to 3-1 as they head into next week. But I mean, they're playing great football. I've seen 3 of their 4 games this season, and they look like a completely different team from last year. But I'm really looking forward to how far they can go with this. Jasper, you know, they have young guys, and then to hold 14-0, that's not bad. That's something that you can build off of, you know. So it'll be interesting to watch them moving forward as well.
A team with depth. Beaumont United was a team with a lot of depth, and of course you have that when you have a 4A play a 5A school. But let's go ahead and see what really went down. We're going to let Brett Strahan join us. Look at him out there ready to rock and roll. Brother, what'd you see in this one?
Yeah, Holton. Me and you talked about it earlier. This is the kind of game, 2 hyper-athletic teams, high-flying offenses. We were expecting a track race, but it kind of turned into a rugby match, especially right there in the first half. We had a lot of defense being played. As a matter of fact, please forgive me for this, but the Timberwolves defensive line, they absolutely mauled the Jasper offense, just suffocated. We had 3 sacks in the first quarter alone. So that was a big takeaway from this. The line of Jasper just could not stop that big, monstrous front of Beaumont United. Offensively, Beaumont United really leaned on Darian Anderson. We knew that's what they were going to do. I talked to Coach Cal, the offensive coordinator for Beaumont United. They said they like to give the kid the rock. They like to set the tone with him, and that's exactly what they did. He had 2 touchdowns. They gave Jasper a steady dose of him. He had 1 on the ground, 1 through the air. The kid could do it all. But all in all, just their defense dominated, and they got it done on offense. So Jasper, on the other hand, Holton said it earlier, very young team. They do have some athletes. They got a couple of interceptions. They just couldn't quite get going on offense. They weren't ready for that stout defensive front of Beaumont United. But now they have a big matchup with Carthage. So they're coming up for Jasper. And Beaumont United is going to have a big test coming up with Port Arthur. So this is a great win for them. And I know they like the way they looked out here, especially defensively. They got to get it going a little bit more through the air, get that offense kind of going again. But as far as that defensive line goes and that run game goes, they looked spectacular. So physical, gritty game, old school football out here, guys. Was not what we were expecting, but a great game nonetheless. So that's pretty much all I got, and I'll toss it back up to y'all.
Yeah,
He's so good.
Yeah, because I like
So
that guy,
good.
man.
Yeah, he's a
Shut
good
him
dude. He's a good dude. I love that guy.
We're going to hear more from you later. Thanks, Brett. Appreciate it. Two great teams right there, man.
Yep.
You know, I like where Jasper is going, and I like where BU is right now. You know,
Yes,
they're going to get
essentially
tested.
BU.
They're going to get tested this season. They're in a really tough district, so we'll see how that plays out for them. You know, looking forward to that.
Definitely, and I think I was gonna throw. There's so many things you could talk about with this game, especially being 14-0. Do you play the defensive side of the football yourself? When the line gets up there and things start going your way, talk about the POV of the defensive line.
I mean, the defense leads everything, you know.
Right.
If the guys up front are rolling and they're feeling good, they're knocking down the quarterback, getting sacks. Just getting a sack is one thing, but if you're constantly getting pressure on him, you're constantly in his face, you're rushing him. Now you're in his head. That's going to affect the whole game.
Right.
And with Jasper being a young team and those guys that probably aren't used to seeing some of this beef coming at them all day, that matters. All that matters, you know. But it'll be great experience for those young guys, for Jasper, and a great opportunity for BU to build on what they did tonight.